House of the Dragon season 2 looks so fucking good, dude.
It looks magnificent.
It looks so dope. If I had one request, it would be, can we stop doing trailers for trailers? Like nowadays, whenever a trailer for something comes out, there's like a preview for the trailer in front of the trailer where it's like, the trailer starts in 3, 2. But I'm like, or you could just show me the fucking trailer. I already had to sit through a 45-second ad to watch this trailer. Can you just show me the trailer? Dude, I tried to watch the trailer for the new season of Doctor Who, and the ad in front of the trailer for Doctor Who was the trailer for Doctor Who.
That's actually
I shit you not. I was laying on the couch. It was baked off my ass. I was like, oh, a trailer for a new Doctor Who season. I pulled it up on YouTube on my TV, and the ad in front of the trailer was the trailer I was trying to fucking watch.
Hell yeah.
So I skipped the ad to watch the trailer.
Fuck yeah.
so. That's weird.
That's the dumbest thing
That's like jerking off to a porn star, and the porn star's right in front of you, already naked. Like, well,
it's like your wife saying, "Would you like a blowjob?" I was like, "No, I'd rather just watch this video of you giving me a blowjob on our anniversary."
that's when it only happens. But I said, shut your mouth. Or open it. Sorry.
Like I can count on one hand the number of times I've had good sex, and most of those times were with that one hand.
I used heroin for 2 years early on in my adulthood. I only abused it for 1 year though. First year was awesome.
I have a dream catcher hanging above my bed. It's just a picture of my future children. Because once you have kids, your dreams don't matter anymore.
Oh my God! Somebody wrote a joke last night. It was like I'm trying to get into my girlfriend to shave her pubes into a Gaza strip.
That's a Nick Osmond joke.
Osmond,
God,
yeah.
I lost my.
Oh, had you not heard that one?
Because she's got
that
bomb
joke.
pussy.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. And the audience kind of hated it.
Campfire on Saturday was pretty good.
60 plus, I understand.
They had 50 something pre-sale and had like 10 plus walk up. It was packed. It was
So probably closer to like 75, 80 in the building with the comics.
Well,
and
and
stuff.
they had the back blocked off, so that was just they filled up the front.
There was
Hell yeah.
70 people at the show last night.
Holy
No
shit!
They hated comedy.
Did they really?
Damn, how'd Brent do?
You're fine. Yeah, he did good.
Okay, cool.
Was this a they hated comedy, or was this a everybody ate a dick and the audience let them know it?
It was literally, well, I mean, Jeff had a good set, but they weren't into it. Nick had a good set, but they weren't into it either. Like he kind of, and it was like Tim Purvis and like a couple other comics just ate dicks. Like I mean, like
well, that's not shocking.
I was like, ugh,
Did you go up?
no.
He was gonna.
Who hosted?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Jeff.
you weren't.
Oh, okay, Jeff hosted.
Then Biscuit, who you guys, I don't know. I don't think you know. You don't.
I don't know.
The dude at the movie theater.
Oh yeah.
He did it. He got him back going. Aaron Phillips closed it. Like it was Biscuit, then Aaron Phillips, then Brent came, and it was fine. But it was just like one of those things. It was just like, ugh, like you guys fucking.
I was gonna go, but I wasn't.
Robbed me of like all things of happy. Like
Really?
they just look like they hated joy.
Bummer.
Damn.
Last Wednesday at Nipcock was really
Nipcock.
good. I know. It's my favorite. I know they have a proper name, but it will always be Nipcock.
Just nip cock.
Just Nipcock. Wednesday show was great. Thursday at Barrel House was okay. It was kind of middle of the
Yeah,
road.
that sounds
It was
bad.
middle of the road for Barrel House. Campfire was great. I was going to go last night. I was tired, wasn't feeling great, and I'm swamped this week with work. So
Swamped.
I'm in
I
meetings.
got the
every
swamp
day.
ass.
I'm in meetings every day. I'm in Cincinnati on Wednesday.
For what?
Just
work
just
or-
work shit. Yeah, just work shit. And then Thursday I'm in meetings. Then I'm giving 2 tours of the building, and then driving to Chillicothe with Jeff and Kyle. So
Yeah, hilarious.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
doing 2 tours in Call of Duty.
in Call of Duty, did 2 tours in Nam. Yeah, and then Chillicothe. It's that new mic that Lori's doing.
Is it? It's at a bowling lane. Isn't
Yeah,
It?
it's at Shawnee Lanes. I don't know if
Hell
they're
yeah.
doing it.
I love Lori. Lori is like one of my favorite people in the world.
She's great. She puts on these great shows, man. And I've never done comedy at a bowling alley. I've never been on the shows that have been at bowling alleys. So I don't know if it's going to be in the bar or out in the lanes.
It'll be at the bar
Damn, I was kind of hoping it would be in the lanes.
It was
because it's called Gutter Ball Lounge. I remember seeing it on the phone.
Oh, that tracks. Okay.
So it'll
they
be
got
at the bar.
gutters and balls. Gutter balls, am I right? Sorry, it's been a weird. I've had to deal with like 8 billion deaths at work today. And I don't even work with dead people. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, that is.
And then one of the people was like, "Yeah, I had to take my dad to chemo this morning." I was like, "Jesus, you're just."
Oh my god!
Damn.
I felt horrible. Like she was really nice. Though.
What a Monday.
Yeah, Mondays, am I right?
She literally said, "It's a bad Monday for you," isn't it? I was like, it just sounds like a rough Monday for you. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "It is what it is. It's just life sometimes." I'm like,
God, sorry, lady. Damn.
I felt really, really, really bad. Like,
oh yeah, that fucking sucks.
Like if she were to be like, "Can you just have sex with me to make me feel better?" I would actually call Melissa and be like, "Listen, she's having a rough time." Do you you're a very giving person. And Melissa would be like, "No," and I'd be like, "I can't." But because I'm a gentleman, I did ask.
You did ask. You at least had the decency to ask your wife and try to make the ladies' day feel better with some coitus.
I felt just
horny.
No, I just felt super horny.
I just really wanted to bone.
No, I felt really, I just felt bad for her. Like I felt, god awful bad for her. No other way around it.
Especially when you're taking them to chemo, which means you have to watch it happen. As somebody who's had to do that, it's not a great day.
No.
I actually love watching people go through chemo.
That has a really weird looking slushy.
My dad always bitched about how bored he was during chemo.
Yeah, I mean, I would be bored too.
He was like, I swear to God, he said this one day in the car on the way to chemo. He was like, if I'm gonna get cancer, thank God it's when streaming video is available, because I'd be so bored.
You have to turn that into a joke.
I have tried. I've tried it a couple times, and I think it just tends to come across as too dark.
But it's from your dad. It's
I
like
know it is,
like
but the fact that it's
thank
involves,
God for Netflix.
Thank God I know, but the fact that it involves the word cancer, every time I've tried it, people have pulled back immediately.
Yeah, but that is something. There's something.
If I was on like the Most Offensive show, or if
That's
it was
not even
at
offensive.
it's not. But the fact that it involves the word cancer,
yeah,
it's all it is. It's like when you say the word Gaza or the word abortion or trans or whatever on stage nowadays, people immediately their butthole. I understand why, but they tighten the fuck up. So.
Oh, they're losing their hair over it. God damn.
I fucking hate you so. I'm so glad my mom doesn't listen to the show.
That is one of the fucking genius, funniest things I've ever
That
heard.
is,
And I'm
yeah.
so glad. I mean, I'm sad your dad went through that.
Oh yeah,
but
no, don't get me
that
wrong.
is
Like the circumstances surrounding it are miserable, but it's
like,
fucking hilarious.
to come up with that and be like, you know what? I'm like, at least I got Netflix. I'm getting you ever fucking just, have you ever stream music while you're getting a stream put in you?
Or he would just sit there for hours in a can't be too comfortable chair.
How long?
I mean, it's like an hour or something at least. Usually, depends. His was also weird, so. But still, it's at least an hour out of your
weird?
day.
What do you mean weird? Like rub them?
All
up in
chemo-
oil?
Well, no,
was
because he
weird.
had his cancer was weird.
Oh,
He had the really weird version of leukemia that was bitchy. So
Is that how the doctors put it?
that was a rare aggressive form of leukemia.
It was called
okay.
Karen.
It was called Karen.
What?
Leucaronemia is what it was called.
Anemia?
Leucaronemia.
Dude, you guys miss a lot. There was a person in a fucking Jedi robe that did Jedi.
I saw pictures on
Yeah.
people's IG stories.
I'm not even kidding. Brent goes up there because he's me talking in the back, and Brent goes up there. He's telling me jokes. At the end of the set, he's like, "Give it for the Jedi. She really forced those jokes out." And too bad we had to cut her mic because it made her stronger, more powerful than she can ever imagine. And I was like, you did it. You did it. She was horrible.
Oh no. Hey, if you'd like to be an honorary Mike and be a part of the Three Mics in a whole different way, head on over to our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/the3mics. That's patreon.com/the3mics. We've got a single $5 tier that gets you access to the whole shebang. Everything that we're going to start rolling out, whether it's live streams, uncut episodes, exclusive tickets, and other stuff like that. Who the hell knows what we're going to do? But it's simple. $5 a month gets you in as an honorary Mike and hanging out with the 3 Mikes over on Patreon. Once again, go to patreon.com/the3mics and become an honorary Mike today. There's nothing quite as satisfying in a movie or a TV show as watching a Nazi get punched.
It is pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. Honestly, like if I had to pick a sport to be a fan of, it would be punching Nazis.
Yesterday's game, it was like Duke. They had a 6.5 point spread. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick Duke to win by 6 to 7 points. Like, yeah, and they ended up winning by like 30 something.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, and I was just like, it was just a weird thing. I was just like looking at it. I'm like looking at the thing. I'm like reading about both teams. Like they're really good. Both teams are really good defensively, but like 6.5 points Duke. It was a 4.
And they were playing like that. They were playing James Madison.
Yeah,
right?
and I was like, it was just like a weird line. I was just like,
Yeah.
huh.
Well, they covered.
Oh.
5 times.
I think they won. It was like, I think by like 30. It was. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is just weird. Like, why is this? It was like one of those lines that made me question like why it was so low. Then the other game, it was like Alabama against somebody else, and like it was like 160 to 165 points, and I was like, that's weird. I'm taking the under. Like neither one of these teams is like
Offensive.
juggernaut, and I was just like, it was just weird. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, all right, and they ended up being like 130 points. It was weird. I don't know.
I was watching Pat McAfee today, and one of their guys was talking about how in the first round, aside from the 1 seeds, he put $100 on every underdog. And he said doing that in the first round of the NCAA tournament is actually really good. Like he ended up being up like 1,200.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
because you're gonna have some upsets to where it compensates for the. Because you're gonna have some $400 plus.
And the dog, like in some cases, it was the higher seed. Like for instance, Dayton playing against Nevada, they were the underdogs in that game.
Dude, that game was wild.
That game was crazy.
I mean, I expected them to lose to Arizona, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I actually lost money in that game because I bet the under.
Oh yeah, they were
It
shooting it
just
up at the end.
went at the end. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? You guys are both like playing all of a sudden. Nice. But yeah. Anywho. Sorry.
That's why I created the sports talk thing. I just cut to that.
Oh, did you see Shohei? Did you see the Ohtani shit?
Yeah, he
Oh,
can't.
what?
I
This is
didn't.
more sports stuff?
Yeah.
Throwing it back up.
Back to sports stuff.
Also, moral stuff.
He came out and released a statement today.
So, for anybody who is not aware, Shohei Ohtani, last week they fired his interpreter because his interpreter was allegedly stealing Shohei Ohtani's money. Shohei Ohtani is the highest paid player in American sports, I think, with like a $700 million contract. Plays for the Dodgers. And yeah, so that's allegedly his interpreter
He's also the
was
face
stealing
of
a bunch
like,
of
baseball.
Yeah, literally. Best pitcher, almost one of the best pitchers in the league, also one of the best hitters in the league. You don't see that. We haven't seen that since like Babe Ruth.
No, really, Babe Ruth didn't even like when he started becoming a good hitter, he stopped pitching.
Right.
But apparently his like interpreter was stealing because he's from Japan. His interpreter was stealing money to pay off gambling debts. It's weird. I think
Speculation.
he released a statement saying he wasn't gambling. His friend was stealing from him. But it's like really weird because like they were like chummy. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They were talking in the dugout like an hour before he got fired. It's weird. It doesn't make sense.
It reminds me a little bit of Dane Cook and his brother.
Yeah, his brother was stealing.
They were really close,
a
and it
lot
took
of money
Dane,
from him.
because at that point in Dane Cook's career, he was very wealthy. Like he had a lot of money. He was making movies. He was putting out specials, touring. So I think I could see this being that kind of scenario where Shohei Ohtani, yeah, he's got fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars. Every check he gets is an insane amount of money, more money than I'll make in my whole life. So I can see him just like kind of shrugging it off, like
Whatever.
that's his money guy. Like,
endorsements. But it's also weird because this guy hid his fiance and wife from the world. Nobody knew who she was other than him. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, like so, like
That
I
sounds
didn't
like a
realize he
Japanese
was
thing.
engaged, and all of a sudden it was like Shohei Ohtani got married, and we're like, what? And then like nobody knew who she was, which is also really weird. Ended up being a Japanese basketball player, like for one of the Japanese teams, and like everybody's like, what? It was, but that's the thing. You hide that so well, but yet.
Yeah.
But then, like, there was wording to where somebody brought it up on a podcast. What's weird about it was how it was said. Because basically, he talked to ESPN. The interpreter talked to ESPN, then, like, said all this stuff. Then the article came out, or it got leaked. Something happened to where he had to walk back what he said. Like, Shohei didn't know what was going on, but originally, the article they said the interpreter told Shohei what he was doing and that he actually, Shohei, wired the money to the guy. Or whatever. It was fucking weird.
Well, I forget exactly what I read, but there was something I read where it made it seem like his friend racked up a gambling debt and Shohei was just like, all right, here's some money. Take care of this. But like almost as like it's like, hey, bro, stop fucking doing this shit, but here you go. I'll bail you out this time.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't. It's weird. It's really weird.
I guess the moral.
The source is there's a source I was reading something. I don't know this is how accurate this is, but it was more like $15 to $30 million.
Which, I mean, that's a shit ton of money, but to him, it's less like.
Yeah, he makes $65 million just in endorsements a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like. But even the guy, somebody brought up, like, if you're giving somebody, how it was worded, if you're giving somebody that type of money, you have to actually, like, do something with that tax wise.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's when it was like everybody was kind of like, what? Like, it just doesn't, it just, to me, it looks like he's the fall guy. That's just my opinion.
If he got paid handsomely enough, I'm sure he was
They're
happy
best
to do
friends.
that.
I mean, no, I get your point too. So it's like, but then did you hear what Pete Rose said? Pete Rose, man, I wish in the 1970s and 80s I had an interpreter.
Right? Yeah. That shit's funny. All those jokes have been really funny.
But just like one of those things, just like I don't. It's weird, man. Like I don't know. Anyways, sorry, rant over. Done.
Ohtani came out and said he was shocked that his interpreter told lies.
But the thing is weird is like they were before he was fired, they were goofing off and talking in the dugout.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an hour before. That's the weird thing, man. Your friend, your best friend, just got caught stealing millions and millions of dollars. Unless money doesn't matter to him, which probably doesn't.
I mean,
Could be a cultural thing too. I don't know.
People who are good at stealing are also good at pretending like they didn't just steal from you. I try to give Shohei the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, I want to too, but like, I view it as like no matter what the MLB doesn't want this. They don't want this to go bad.
Oh, hell
he's
no.
he's the face of the MLB. Like he's legit the face of the MLB. They don't want this to look bad. I don't know, dude. I just work here, bro. Anyways,
Cool.
I don't know what to think anymore. It's very like, it's just sports talk, man.
This is sports talk, man. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
he blanket denied the whole thing. He said, I never bet on baseball or any other sports and never have asked somebody to do it on my behalf. I've never gone through a bookmaker to bet on sports and was never asked to assist betting for anyone else. Damn. So, yeah. His denial is not of the finesse variety. He's just saying none of the things that people are saying are true.
I mean, step one, lie about it. Step two, deny it. Or not in that order either.
It's just weird.
Being a criminal.
Although, in my opinion, even if he did, know what I mean?
I mean, is the guy really going to miss that money?
No, he's not.
No, it's not. He made that all back within a couple of months.
He's gonna miss it horribly. Watch. I'm just joking. I don't fucking
know. I don't know the guy. I don't know the man's finances.
I don't fucking know, man.
He might be in deep with the mob for all we know.
He's
gonna use
richer
that
than
money
any
to
mobster.
He's going to use that money to rescue his family, because he too has a special set of skills. But unlike Liam Neeson, his are limited to the basketball court. So
baseball
field. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of sports talk. Is you guys
There's
talking,
no-
I zone the fuck
There's
out.
no Japanese people in the NBA.
Not right now. No, because Yao Ming is Chinese.
True.
That's
And
true.
Jeremy Lin was Japanese. What was?
Well, we
his-
just
Jeremy
said
Lin was
Japanese.
American.
yeah, American. But what was his nationality though? Like we're
American.
I don't know.
No,
he
yeah,
looked
born in
he looked
Fresno.
Chinese.
I don't know.
Lin's a Chinese name.
Sure. I don't know.
I really don't know. I'm very racist.
I.
What is Jeremy Lin?
What is Jeremy Lin?
you fucking racist piece
He's
of shit.
Thai. He's Taiwanese.
He's
Taiwanese. Damn, we were both fucking wrong on that one.
God, you racists against Asians.
Oh, I'm not racist.
I hate
I'm
everybody.
a bigot. There's a huge fucking different. You fucking pieces of
I
shit.
hate everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the Three Mics podcast or watching it on YouTube, wherever you're getting this show. If you are watching it on YouTube, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, be sure to leave a like or a rating or whatever you can do, wherever you're listening to it. And as always, be sure to go to our website, www.the3mics.com, to get all the information you need on what's going on with us and where you can see us next.
Is your toilet still going?
Oh, it's got, the thing in the back catches sometimes. I got to do it. It catches on stuff.
Wells fucked up Shay's toilet. They're fixing it.
I remember watching Last Comic Standing one year, and a guy went up in like full sci-fi alien warlord makeup and armor and everything, and told some of the funniest fucking like stand-up I'd ever fucking heard.
Because at that point, it's not even like, I don't know. Like, I thought about do they usually do one-liners when they do that?
on Last Comic Standing?
Yeah, when that guy was up there doing that.
I mean, it was basically like an open mic, because you had each of them had 5 minutes in front of a judge. And so it was short bits. It wasn't a lot of one-liners, but it was short bits.
I always find funny when a comic is like dressed up or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and this does like one-liners, because you're like, oh, like it's non, what's the word I want to use? Sacral? I can't. Never mind. Fuck it.
I don't no idea where you're
but
going
like
with
it's
that.
just like so random that the
Yeah.
only it's pointless to tell a story. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to where like if you dress up as like let's say if you had like a mask on or something,
Yeah.
or like your face covered, or like you're sitting in like a Gumby suit.
Well, and you say Gumby suit. That's kind of what I equated it to. It was like when Aaron wore the Gumby
Yeah.
suit the one time and just never acknowledged it. The guy never acknowledged
Yeah.
It makes it funny.
Yeah, it makes it hilarious. You just did regular stand-up dressed like something out of a Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was the same season. There was a guy who followed them to every fucking audition in the country they were doing and tried out at every single fucking one until they let him on. And he got like 2 rounds in, I think.
Hell yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
like-
Eventually, because Fred Willard was one of the audition judges that year, and he was like, "All right, we'll let you on, but you better fucking bring it if you want to keep going." And the audience loved him, and he was like, "Shit."
So when I did stand up a long time ago, when I did it like twice on stage,
Yeah.
I tried to try out for Last Comic Standing, and they ended up cutting the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It gets
Because
long
it's
after
too
a while. It's too. Yeah. It was too great. You got to remember, like Last Comic Standing for a while. I mean, worked. I mean, it worked. Josh Blue came from
Yep.
Last Comic. I mean.
Dat fan.
Look, say what you will, but Amy Schumer started on Last Comic Standing.
She really? Chris Porter got
Chris
popular.
Porter, yeah. Mike DeStefano, before he passed away, was huge on there. Stefano? Mike does something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Anyway, he was
Gary Goldman was on.
Gary Goldman was on. Oh, I mean, fucking Gabriel Iglesias was on there till he got kicked off the same season as Josh Blue.
Why did he get kicked off?
Because he either didn't surrender his cell phone or was contacting someone that they weren't allowed. Like, they weren't allowed to contact like bookers and stuff while they were doing the show.
Oh.
Like, there was like an NDA thing. and he violated the NDA while they were still filming the show, and he got booted out halfway through. Which is kind of weird because everybody was kind of like, Gabriel doesn't need to be on here. He's already had a Comedy Central special. Because this was before he had like the first like full special, but he'd had his half hour on Comedy Central. So everyone was kind of like, I don't know.
Established as a headliner at least.
Yeah.
Well,
but Last
it
Comic
pushes
Standing.
him above
Last Comic Standing was one of those, like, because like even at that point, Amy Schumer had been on Comic Remix a few times.
The only true, I think Dat Fan was the only true like like he was just like
he
an
was
open
new.
micer.
Ty, oh fuck, what's his name? Tall, skinny, black guy. He was on the same season as Josh Blue. It came down to him and Josh Blue that year. I forget. Can you look that up? I remember he had one of my favorite jokes was, and I got to see him in Charlotte one year. And one of my favorites he did was about Superman and why Lois Lane could never cheat on Superman. Because he would just find her everywhere she went and be like, bitch, come out the house. Bitch, I can see you.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, unlike American Idol, I feel like Last Comic Standing, as far as like talent reality shows, churned out more like actual success stories than a lot of the other ones did.
No, I mean, well, there's also that. Did you ever hear about the
Barnett, Ty Barnett.
Ty Barnett, thank you.
That's when
scandal?
Chris Porter went third place.
Yes, that season had a lot because that was the same season as Amy Schumer.
I don't see Amy Schumer on here.
I swear she was that.
Gabriel
same season.
Iglesias, Theo Vaughn.
Now I'm gonna
Look how many headliners are on that.
But I mean, yeah, a lot of the people who were on there were already like established comics.
And who's the best
anyway.
comic on that group? Chris Porter.
I almost said Theo Vaughn.
Okay.
Porter's
Oh,
way
I'm sorry. I
better
got my
than Theo.
seasons mixed up. So Amy Schumer was on season 5. That was the same season as Arj Barker, who I fucking love. Chuck Roy, Thea Vidal, Dwayne Kennedy, Claire Hooper, Fiona O'Loughlin, Josh Thomas, Lawrence Mooney, John Reap was on that season. Lavelle Crawford was on that season.
Lavelle was on, dude. Fuck.
Jerry D, Ralph Harris, Doug Benson was on that season. Deborah DiGiovanni, who is hysterical, was on that season. Matt Kirshen, Gina Yashir was on that season.
And Ben Shapiro.
And Ben Shapiro.
He really.
Well, then what season was the one with... Oh, that's right. Schlesinger won. Eliza Schlesinger won season 6.
She really?
She won season 6. Her season was Jeff Dye, Jim Tavare, who I love Jim Tavare, by the way. He's the tall guy, the tall British guy with the cello in the tuxedo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I met him in Charlotte one year. He was hysterical. Louis Ramey, Sean Cullen, Adam Hunter, Ron G, Papa CJ, Paul Foote.
What's weird about is like how many people, like, a lot of them are touring headliners, but like,
Yeah.
they're barely making a living. And not barely, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
But I think the funniest one is, I think Porter's like the funniest guy of all those guys. Anybody you've mentioned, I think Porter's the funniest.
Yeah.
And I think
Joe
he's-
List was on that bitch.
Yeah.
I think
It was
Porter's
Mike.
funnier
It was
than-
Mike DiStefano.
I
I'm
do
sorry.
think that Porter's funnier than Joe List.
Yeah. Roy Wood Jr. was on the same season as Mike DiStefano.
Was he really?
Yeah. Rachel Feinstein's been on there.
Oh, did you hear the story about fucking? I think Chad Daniels was to try out for it, and he fucked his tryout up. 'Cause
Did he
got
really?
drunk and slept through it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it saved him tremendously.
Oh yeah.
Ralphie May was on the same season as Dat Fan, season 1.
Yep. That fan was a truly open micer.
Dude, Dat Fan's so fucking funny, man.
I don't think so.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I think Dat Fan's hilarious.
I have
You
no
know, they
idea
had
who that
to
is.
write his hour special for Comedy Central.
Do what?
They had to write his special for his Comedy
Did they really?
They'd have writers because he was a new comic.
Oh,
Damn.
my
He
God.
didn't have like the time. And part of the thing winning was you got an hour Comedy Central special.
Damn.
Holy shit.
They had
makes
to
sense.
write.
He's-
And there was also like
I never knew that.
there's some scandal
Holy
about it because
shit.
like they're also I can't remember who it was who's a judge, but they are also told who to vote through.
I did remember hearing about that the first few seasons.
because Gary Goldman was the person they were trying to push through.
Yeah.
Like it was like some fucked up shit.
Because I think that was because he was on season 2, which was 2004. So that's before Dane Cook's Torgasm like
Got
gets him attention.
Yeah.
Him and Robert Kelly. So I had heard about like the judges being told who to vote for in the first few seasons, because the first few seasons I remember it was hosted by Jay Moore,
Yeah.
of all people. I remember because Dane Cook made fun of him at Dennis Leary's roast when he was like, yeah, Jay Moore is now the host of a show called Last Comic Standing, a show where struggling comics try to make a name for themselves, and who better to host that than a struggling comic trying to make a name for himself?
Burn, bitch.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Geraldo was one of the last judges before it ended.
R.I.P.
They tried to do, what was that other one they had that was Foxworthy and Keenan and
Are you smarter than
John
a third grader?
John Legend's wife, Chrissy Teigen.
Was it a comedy?
It was on NBC. It was a reality contest show, and it was a comedy contest show because it got canceled like after one season because there was one episode where they made Randy Feltface go head to head with a magician who didn't actually do comedy, and the magician went through and Randy didn't, and it was like, you're insane. Also, why is Chrissy Teigen one of the
Bring the funny?
Bring the funny. Also, why is Chrissy Teigen one of the judges of a comedy? It was one of those shows when they were making her a co-host on like 5 different shows because they're just really trying to make Chrissy
She
Teigen
looks like off-brand Selena Gomez. She does. Am I right? Tell me I'm wrong.
I'd have to look at them side by side, I guess. I don't know.
I won't dispute it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's like some chick at work. I was like, "You look like Adrian Brody," and she's like, "No, I don't." And I pulled a picture, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, she won't talk to me now.
Well, no shit.
no shit.
It's weird because I wasn't trying to be mean.
Oh shit! You know what? You're kind of right.
I know I'm
You're
right.
kind of right. Like,
The cheeks.
yeah.